let me say, Brazil, France, Argentina, Portugal. Only the name put fears on players. One thing about Morocco, they've been able to psychologically they are strong. They are fit. The guys are they are doing a marvelous job. They are doing a very, very good job.
Tonight, we are asking an important question. What can football biggest nations learn from Morocco's historic World Cup campaign? More particularly, what lessons can African teams and even some of the Europe's elite take from Morocco's blueprint for success? With me is Eddie. If you just join us and you are new, remember to hit the subscription button, like and share the video, and your opinions are welcome. Eddie, Morocco became the first African nation to reach a World Cup semifinals. Was this achievable primarily a tactical success, a mental success, or a combination of both?
All right. So I think it's a combination of both, because you can't talk of, as there's a saying in football that we normally say, defense, will win you a trophy, and attacking mindsets or attacking players will also win you games. And because of their combination, they are winning the games, and also they are also going far in the tournament. It's good with how far Morocco has, over the years. They project themselves in the world stage, and also in the as a powerhouse for like in terms of football, in terms of soccer, basically in Africa, but also at the continent as a whole.
Yeah, as a continent as a whole, for sure. Before discussing the tactics, Morocco will be playing against France today in the World Cup. Maybe if they win against France, they will be getting to the semis of the competition. But then, where do you rank Morocco's World Cup campaign among the greatest underdog stories in football history?
If not the best, then I'll be giving them the second position. We saw what they did as in 4 years ago. 4 years ago, they came in the competition, as in the World Cup competition, as also an underdogs, but proceed to the semi-finals. And this time around, they're also playing the quarterfinals against France today. And if they are able to win against France, definitely they'll be also going to the semi-final. And that's going to be like a back-to-back. And with that, no other African country, African team have been able to done that. We saw what Ghana did back in 10. They had opportunity to also go far, but after that campaign, they've not been able to get to I think that stage again. So if Morocco are able to take France out today, yeah, and with that, I think they are, if not the best, then the second position.
But is it possible for Morocco to win against France?
My brother, it's possible. Last 4 years, we saw what they did. They took Portugal down. Yeah, they took Belgium. I think this time around they've taken down Netherlands on penalties. So it's possible. Why not? We saw what they are capable of doing. We know what they are capable of doing, and definitely they can take down France.
They can take down France. What was the biggest misconception?
I think last 4 years it was France who knocked them out, and this time on too, if they are going to take revenge, it's going to be interesting. So today, I think this particular game has a lot to offer.
To take. Okay, a lot to see from this game for
A lot
sure. But
at
what was the biggest misconception people had about Morocco before the tournament began?
The only misconception people had was if Morocco will come far in this tournament. Sometimes, how these African countries, they come into the tournaments, they win a couple of games, they come, I think, in 4 years' time, and they even struggle to qualify from the group stages. Yeah, we saw so many nations doing that, even struggling to. Yeah. So
and people thought Brazil and Scotland will eliminate them.
Definitely. So for Morocco to also come far in this competition, let's keep strong.
Mind blowing. So Morocco defended as one unit rather than relying on individual defenders. Is defensive organization become more important than having world-class individual defenders?
Having world-class defenders is good, but they won't be able to play all the 90 minutes. Just an individual player can't do anything. No, that it's only work when they are working collectively. That's the only way. We saw. Let's not even go far. We saw Portugal. Who thought Portugal could have even left early in the competition? They had the midfield as well midfield players of Vitinha from PSG, Bruno Fernandes from Manchester United.
And defensively, they
Defensively,
have Mendes,
they have Mendes also there. They have João Neves also there.
Dalot.
Dalot also there. Semedo also like
Is it Ruben Diaz? Yeah.
Ruben Diaz also there. So they are all world class players, but collectively they fail to work as a team. And that's one thing Morocco is doing. They have some good individual players, but collectively they all get it's all about covering up for each other.
Yeah, particularly Ghana against England was a typical example of a defending as a team.
Hmm.
Yeah. So many critics describe Morocco's style as defensive football. Was it actually defensive or was it simple, intelligent game management?
In this modern football, just all what matters is getting the 3 points. Yeah, you can possess the ball from first minute to the 90th minute of the game, but at the end of the day, all that matters is the 3 valuable points. So if Morocco is defending and going far in the tournament, I think that's the strategy they've developed and it's working out for them. They should stick to that. Yeah, that's the only thing that can take them far into in the tournament. Most of their games they've not been possessed. They are possessively. They are not all that good. You know, according to a couple of their games as compared to other nations. Yeah, but they are going far. They are now today. They will be playing against France in the quarterfinals. So my brother, what else again? What should they do again?
Yeah.
Those who are capable of possessing the ball, they should possess the ball. Yeah, we are all our concentration is getting the 3 points and moving forward. Period.
And getting the 3 points and moving forward. And can today's football giants learn from Morocco's defensive discipline? Or are elite clubs and national teams too focuses on attacking football?
They can learn something from Morocco. But one thing it will be good for other nations and football powerhouse to learn is combining the two. If you have a manager who will be able to combine the two, I think it's going to be it's going to be interesting, it's going to be difficult for other nations to play against you or for you to even concede. Because one way or the other, whilst you are defending, you should be able to also get the points. You should be able to get the goals. Give some style of play. Let your fans also enjoy the game. Sometimes if you're defending, the games it becomes boring because you are only in your 18-yard box, defending the other only in your yard, defending. And sometimes you have to also open the game, play with your opponent,
And create spaces and
yeah,
chances.
creating space, creating chance. That's going to be it's going to make the game interesting. Yeah. So if a manager is able to combine these two tactics, I think it's going to be very, very interesting. Yeah.
So, which current national team will benefit the most from adopting Morocco's defensive structure?
All nations who didn't qualify for the World Cup and also who are out from the World Cup. They are out from the World Cup because they didn't get their tactics right, they didn't get their teams right. And those who didn't qualify also got something wrong. So all these two, I think these two categories of people can learn from Morocco. Then it's going to work out for them.
It's going to work out for them. Morocco often had lessons. Morocco often had less possessions, but still control matches. Does possession still matter as much as it once did?
Like already said, if you are defending good and your defenders are good, you have some good couple of players to defend for you. That's what I said. Definitely, you'll be able to control the game. But for once their defender gets the ball, they will slow the game down. They will be the ones to slow the game down because they are defending. So before even they get the ball to their strikers, attacking 3 or attacking 4, they're going to take some time because they're going to hold the ball defensively. And controlling the game is also part of the strategy. Just control the game, whether you're going to get a goal, defend as like anyhow possible. Make sure you don't concede. Make sure you are defending good. You are also winning your games. That's all.
So is modern football placing too much emphasis on possession tactics instead of creating meaningful chances?
Yeah, possessing the ball is good, but sometimes it's also about getting the right players up front who will be able to convert the chances you are going to create. Playing good possessive football is good, but sometimes let's talk about Nicholas Jackson. For instance, yeah, he's a good player, but before he can get to a goal, he will squander 4 5 chances. So in such situations, all the ball they are going to just possess the ball. Yeah, they're going to play possessive football. So that's one thing. Yeah, that's one thing they should also consider. This modern world, the style of play has been much more of let's possess the ball, let's possess the ball, let's possess the ball. But as I said earlier on, if they are able to possess the ball, gets also in the goals, yeah, everything is going to be perfect.
Yeah. So one of the greatest, or one of Morocco's greatest strength was adapting his tactics. Adapting his tactics to each opponent. Is tactically flexible now. The most important quality of an international coaching is be able to adapt those of your opponent's flexibility and also their tactics. Do you think Morocco did that in this tournament as compared to the previous one in Qatar?
It's just a continuation of what they did in Qatar. That's the same thing they are doing over here. He tried that and it worked out for him and he stick to it. You sometimes have to be dynamic in certain games. You study your opponents very well. Then you also know the type of formation to also play against them. Yeah, you don't always stick to one formation if it's not working out for you. That's what managers of these days, they will be like, okay, this is my formation, this is my style of play. Let's stick to it. It's going to work out. But if it's not working out, you have to change your tactics. You have to change your formation. Each and every manager you play against have their own style of play. So if you stick to yours, yeah, it's going to be sometimes difficult. So one thing about uh this Moroccan manager or coach, that's yeah, he has been able to stick to one. He has been able to diversify his formation and tactics according to the game at hand.
So talking about tactics and formation, do today's biggest football nations sometimes lose because they refuse to adjust their style against different opponents?
Exactly. Once they find loopholes in your tactics, definitely each and if every manager is also going to use the same strategy to win their game to pick out their 3 points. For instance, if your left backs are not good, definitely they are going to use that whole loophole to get in what they are looking for. And if your central defender is also not good, definitely that's what they are going to. So each and every game that you go, you make sure that you are getting. If you are playing a low block, like okay, I'm playing a low block, but up front, let me get some good couple of players who can be able to recover in case of any emergency. So we adjust to all those kind of things in the game, and yeah, you'll be able to get what you are looking for.
And in the last World Cup, that's 2022, Morocco fearlessly, fearlessly played against France, Belgium, Portugal, and they were able to like withstand them all. And this time around, they've been able to play almighty Brazil, Scotland. Yeah, they eliminated the host nation, that is Canada.
Canada.
How important is mentality when facing football biggest nations?
One, you don't have to be scared, and two, as we said, you have to be mentally fit. Yeah, in going into such games. One thing I've noticed about these so-called African teams or these so lesser teams or nations, when they are playing against these teams like so, let me say Brazil, France, Argentina, Portugal, put fears on players. One thing about Morocco, they've been able to psychologically they are strong, they are fit. The guys are doing a marvelous job. Yeah, they are doing a very, very
Okay.
good job.
So has Morocco permanently changed the mindset of Africans and other emerging football nations in World Cups?
Yeah, they've done that. If Morocco is able to do it, why not? Other nations are also capable of doing it. They should also, yeah, take their time, rest, strategize everything, come back. Yeah, they should keep on learning because day in, day out, so they should stick to learning. They should keep on learning.
So, which national team currently have the strongest connection between players, fans, and national culture?
Arabia, that was that. The game ended in the 2-1. And after that very particular game, the mindset for the players changed. The connection between Scaloni and the players also became very intact. They went ahead. They took the trophy against Egypt from 2 goals down in winning the game. They also won the game.
Argentina are there. So let's say if you were advising a country like Nigeria, Ghana, Cameroon, or South Africa, which lesson from Morocco will you tell them to adopt first?
First of all, let's work on our infrastructures. Definitely, they will adapt.
Morocco's World Cup success was not a miracle. It was the result of elite coaching, tactical discipline, and years of planning.
Yeah, I agree.
You agree with that?
I agree with that.
Okay.
It's not a miracle. If it was a miracle, they could have been out from the.
Okay. So to the audience, so which tactical lesson do you think is the biggest takeaway from Morocco World Cup success? Defensive organization, 1. Tactical flexibility, 2. Counter-attacking efficiency, 3. Mental strength, 4. Team unity. Which national team should copy Morocco blueprint the most? Let us know your choice in the comment section. If you haven't subscribed, hit the subscription button, like and share the video, and your opinions are highly welcome. We'll see you after the game between France and Morocco, and we'll see the outcome for sure. Ciao.